let's take a moment to talk about our sponsor.
Are you a veteran DM with more campaign ideas than prep time? Yeah, of course you are. Aren't we all? Does your party have a habit of going to the person or place that you would least expect? If they're like my group, they sure do. What if I were to tell you that I could put a team of professional writers alongside you at your desk to cut down on your campaign prep? What if I were to tell you that you could bring them along with you at your game sessions for when those pesky players go off the rails? Sounds pretty good, huh? With Describe, we could do just that. These narratives vividly describe monsters, places, spells, people, you name it. It's there. And there are more than 6,000 of these easy to search up, copy and pastable, beautifully written narratives right at your fingertips. I've been running games for the better part of 40 years, and I must admit, I've gotten a bit lazy. I just don't have the time I used to. And I've been using Terrain, which is minimizing my need for descriptive narratives. Stuff is right out there in front of you. Why describe it? When I was prepping for an Acorn's Journey, a DMD story, I used Describe quite a bit. When you listen, you can hear it. One of the things I like the most about Describe is that if the narrative doesn't fit perfectly with your encounter, it's easy to modify while still sounding really good. I did that an awful lot. I think this makes the more than 6,000 narratives that they have available for you even more valuable. It almost doubles what you have at your fingertips. You should give it a shot. Describe has graciously provided us with a discount for our listeners. Head on over to describe.com/DMD. That's DSCRYB.com/DMD. Use the code DMD at checkout to try Describe for 2 weeks free. Links will be in the show notes.
And now, back to the show. Four, gentlemen.
I get excited about stuff like this because I kind of feel like we're doing something really good because we're giving DMs that may be burnt out some like ideas for campaign starters. You know, we're priming the pump. We're wetting the creative whistle, if you will.
We're doing whatever we can to make your job easier.
Yes. And today we're throwing your players a curveball with the B team.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So what do you have for us?
Let me see what's in my hat over here. Hold on.
Your hat. It's a big hat. Have you seen the size of Lou's head?
Well, there's a lot of hair there.
It is. It's all hair.
He's like one of those pools. If you shave him, they go from 40 pounds to 5. He probably gets a little point for a head.
Teensy
You can't tell.
weensy.
Get
You
your
can't tell.
thinking caps on because I got it ready.
All right, Dolan, giving you time.
The PCs aren't adventurers at all. They're squires, apprentices, personal assistants, scribes, and even maybe a housekeeper. Their employer, the real PCs, have gotten themselves killed, and this is the moment to shine. They may not have a choice as their meal tickets are dead, and they have inherited their base of operations and their bills. First order of business, complete the mission that got their employers killed.
Okay, not for nothing. We're talking D&D, but this smacks of superhero.
This would work extremely well with Super. I've done something similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
I think to make this work, I would, and yeah, I admit it's kind of a dick move. I would want my PCs to make like a level 5 character. Show up at the table. While they're doing that, I'm making level 1 characters that are so-so. I introduce these level 1 characters as NPCs. You're established, you got to keep, or you have like a Hall of Justice and you have some renown. So you have staff.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't see Wonder Woman doing the dusting.
Yeah, she's
or
not,
Superman
she's not
doing the dishes.
Housekeeping. Yeah.
It just
Though if Gal Gadot dressed as Wonder Woman said, go do dishes, Superman or not, I'd be doing them dishes. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Although Aquaman does routinely feed the fish. It's good to see he has value.
Sorry, Jason Momoa. You're a beautiful man.
The only cool Aquaman.
Ever. The one and only. So I would send the PCs out, maybe do a couple game sessions, and then when they get there, just wipe them out.
Yeah,
just massacre
just nuke them. Yep.
And then immediately before they get a chance to be like, what the fuck, hand out each of maybe their scribe, their personal assistant, maybe the housekeeper that the one's in charge of.
Yep.
These are your new characters and so-and-so.
Please hand Bill your other character sheet.
Yeah, comes to you and says your employers are now dead. Your mentors are gone. Or if you're doing a superhero thing, have them watch it on the obligatory large screen.
Yeah, the big screen. Yeah.
In every Hall of Justice style layer. Watch them absolutely get obliterated. Because when you move over to them and you saw every bit of it. You saw Mighty Man get disintegrated. All these other, high-end superheroes just get destroyed.
The speed demon, ran into a force wall and got splatted. He
nothing
bugged
but
a
a
windshield.
wet spot.
Yeah, bugging a windshield. And the stretch guy got frozen and shattered in a bunch of pieces and swept into the sewer.
And now here are your level 1 characters. Fix the problem.
Yes.
Because now the world is looking to you. Now
they're looking to the hall of heroes. The hall of heroes is where the answers come from. And out went the heroes, and the hall's still there, and there's still people there.
So you have a group of level 1 inexperienced player. Your players are already kind of shook a little bit because they weren't expecting this to happen.
Nope.
Granted, it is kind of a dick move, but every now and again you got to keep your players on their toes so that they never know what's coming down the pike at them. And this is one such thing. They'll be like, "What?"
And if Crazy Ivan on steroids.
Yeah. If your players are anything like ours, they will have immediately immersed themselves in their characters as they were creating them.
Yes.
Then you just took them away. Now they don't know what to do, and you replaced them with a level 1 character that's not as awesome or as powerful, and maybe someone's character standing there holding a mop or one of those feather duster things, and that is an awesome sight to behold at the table.
But on the plus side, there's still a bunch of uniforms. There's a bunch of gadgets. There's a bunch of stuff like that still here. So, yeah, the heroes aren't here, but they might be able to put on a little bit of a show. And hopefully, with all this gadgets and stuff like that, who knows, maybe, just maybe, they might be able to pull it off.
So this is kind of like a beer and pretzels sort of thing we're setting players up with. Yeah. This shouldn't be like a super serious, heavy campaign. Treat it like a Simon Pegg and Nick Frost movie. When you do this, have it be like a Nazi moon base in your superhero campaign that destroys your superheroes. Or
the underground mole man, or go to one of the established tropes and have fun with it.
An evil overlord in black armor and roll with it. Have a good old-fashioned beer and pretzels time.
The alien warlord.
Or an alien warlord. So what do you think about that, Lou?
That was good. What you put out there was great. And that's episode 4 of our DMD short series, D&D Campaign Starters. We'll see you next time in the dojo. That's going to conclude this episode. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Please subscribe to the podcast for more great content. If you'd like to hear a particular topic, you can reach us on Facebook at the Dungeon Masters Dojo, or you can drop us an email at thedungeonmastersdojo@gmail.com. Thank you, and have a good day.